This is a top to what we use on stage, but it's very, very special because if you can see, the numbers all go to 11. Look, right across the board. 11, 11,
most of
11.
amps go up to 10.
Exactly.
Does that mean it's louder? Is it any louder?
Well, it's one louder, isn't it? It's not 10. You see, most blokes be playing at 10. You're on 10 here, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. You're on 10 on your guitar. Where can you go from there? Where?
I don't know.
Nowhere. Exactly. What we do is if we need that extra push over the cliff, you know what we do?
Put it up to 11.
11, exactly. One louder.
Why don't you just make 10 louder and make 10 be the top number and make that a little louder?
These go to 11.
Sticking this fucking groove. This band's the best.
Oh my god!
Do you know these guys?
Of course! I'm sleeping with all of them.
And hello.
Hi.
Welcome to This Is Question Block. The mockumentary about questions.
Yes. Oh, hey. We have some new people on our
people.
Instagram. Hey.
So it's Question Block is Secret Loft's interactive talk show, and this week we're talking about rockumentaries, rock and roll movies, our own
music festivals,
life on the road, on tour.
Yeah, because we're going on tour this weekend.
The life of a touring DJ in Las Vegas or
What?
Ibiza. That counts too.
Oh, what?
What? Yeah, we're basically anything. We want to talk about festival experiences. So
wait,
Electric
who are
Daisy,
you?
Carnival counts, or anything else. Who am I dressed as?
No, who are you, like?
Or I am already a rock and roll musician, so I don't have to play a character this week. I'm just Wires.
You're just
Dr.
Wires.
Wires. Yeah. Crack guitarist and bass player
Of Strangers on the Internet.
Strangers on the Internet, and Lily Wolf, and Hey Young Believer, and The Landing. And my high school band Diversion, and my college cover band Aphrodisiac.
Just like in the Sex Pistols, you play the guitar and the bass.
I do.
Because your bass player can't play the bass because you don't have a bass player.
Yeah, I would often play guitar and bass in multiple bands, actually. Very important skill to have. Bass players don't want you to know this, but it's really, you're just playing guitar, but you can't play chords.
I know, I played bass.
Oh yeah, you play.
You almost spit your
You
drink
play
out because
bass.
you were... Yeah.
That's great.
Oh yeah, so for people who don't know or who are new...
I'm going to say hi to the Twitchers real quick. You talk to the Grams.
Yeah, the Grams. So, this is our weekly talk show. We're at Secret Loft, the venue. We're creating art. We're still making things.
Backstage here at Secret
Well,
Loft.
backstage. We've got a killer show.
So,
We do a live streaming rave every Saturday, and it has the same theme as this show. So this Saturday, we actually are going on tour. We're going...
we're going upstate. We've got a huge gig at the Denver, New York Coliseum.
Word! And we're going to be doing Ariel and DJ sets from up there. So that's why we thought we're going to go on tour.
From an Airbnb house that we're going to trash.
This show is the much goofier, counterpart to our rave.
Let's not downplay the goofiness of the rave, but yes.
Oh, rave is super goofy, but it's like highbrow goofy.
Yeah, this is lowbrow.
This is lowbrow. It's lips. It's not even a brow.
According to NPR, this is the dumbest smart live streaming show. So.
They're calling it. They're saying that it's so this week we're talking tours and music,
Festival.
Spinal Tap, and anytime that you want to go live with us and tell us about your festival experience, just ask.
All right, the people on Twitch know what's going on. So yeah,
amazing.
If you
and
do
we
want to
are
go
going to
live,
get a special call-in guest.
we're getting a calling guest from a a famous deadhead.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
follow them around the country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then-
yes. Also for my mom, Anne of Chelsea. Say hi to my mom.
Chelsea.
She's like, I do.
She wants to go
she's-
live.
She's the best. She's like such a fan.
She sent us a request already back.
Yeah.
I saw it.
Yeah, you gotta let us. You gotta let us. Zhuzh. Just like we're trying to. Yeah, I'm trying to make my hair bigger subtly.
We can talk about the research that we did for the show.
Yeah. We gotta prime the people.
We watched This Is Spinal Tap.
Yep.
And we recounted a bunch of our own touring experiences. Ariel has probably has the highest like hit percentage or like highest like density of amazing concerts you've been to.
Because I haven't been to many, but they've all been like bangers that you will all be envious
Ariel
of.
has just been to like the 5 largest concerts in the world and just seen like 10
It's
out
crazy.
of the top 10 most famous like
it's one for every year that I've been alive.
and no other performances. Other than that, do not like. I guess we ruined it for you probably. If you've seen like Madonna and
it's more that I don't really like
Prince and all these bands. Yeah,
I don't really. I like listening to music like in my headphones. I like dancing to it, like performing to it in like the club. But I don't live music. I'm just like, it's like I'm just like, why do I have to like sit here or whatever or like just be outside?
Quite frankly, a lot of it's bad.
Yeah, and so I think it's the other way around. Like the stuff I've seen is really good because in order to get me to go out to live music, it has to be like bomb.
It's a high activation. Energy.
So just to like my first concert was Bob Dylan. I don't remember any of that.
First concert, Bob Dylan.
I was like 5 too.
Yeah.
I mean, my dad. Yeah.
You saw.
He was in some sort of stadium.
You've also seen Madonna.
Pink Floyd. Biatch. And the same show. Pink Floyd, Snoop Dogg, Bono, Snow Patrol.
Bono performed solo or like with you too?
With you too, yeah. At Live 8. So I went to Live 8 when I was in high school.
Not Live Aid. Live 8.
It was like 8 nations to fight something.
That's so funny.
I forget if it was hunger or AIDS. It was something,
It was AIDS. Probably. But yeah.
And so I got to see a lot of musicians that were really good in that.
Oh yeah, we are going to talk first concerts with our guests.
Yep.
Mother's Invention is pretty. It's pretty excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got to get my mom to. I don't think she'll call in, but she probably is going to watch this. But she. I think she like just missed seeing the Beatles at Shea Stadium and going to Woodstock in '69.
Which she just missed.
She like had a ticket or something, and like their car broke down. It was just some like crazy story. Yeah, I know. It's not a good one.
Yeah, I also like did a lot of research on the history of like festivals as well, and
the Sex Pistols. You know a whole lot about the
Sex
Pistols.
Oh my god,
now.
So but I did too in the past.
That's a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
You did in the past, but also now.
Yeah.
You know a lot about the Sex Pistols. Yeah. Well, let's go live with the guests. This will be a jumping off point to our own experience.
So let's see. Okay, yeah, because she's basically going live with us because she's saying so many things.
How cool is Max Yaska?
Hello! Oh my gosh! Yes!
Grateful Dead gear.
Those
This
are
is awesome.
Those are so
You can
reflective.
tell from the shirt is also a Grateful Dead shirt.
Wait, stand up, and we'll talk.
The hat's great.
If you can, I can totally stand up.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh! How many Grateful Dead T-shirts do you own?
Probably 3.
How many Grateful Dead? Do you still have CDs?
Oh yes.
How many? Yeah, she has.
I had
Oh, hey, Frog
tons of
Speaker.
CDs of the Grateful Dead,
Nice.
and I also have an LP, their first album in mono.
Wow.
My parents bought me. I have the
Oh my
LP
God.
in mono
Why
of
would
the first Grateful Dead.
they even do a mono mix?
Because they didn't have stereo back
They
then.
hadn't been invented. Yeah.
Right. There was no stereo, so it was mono.
Alright. That's what
I'm
you get. You just
This
play
one
it on
goes-
a speaker.
This one goes to 1.
This is more-
Right, yes.
this
You know
one
how
channel.
most people be
It
playing
had,
at.
like, Good Morning Little Schoolgirl in the Morning too. Great,
Oh,
it was a great album.
Rocking a leather jacket.
Oh, these leather
Yeah.
jackets are hot.
Yeah.
I'm a big Deadhead.
Deadheads. What have you seen? How many times have you seen them? Do you think?
I would say probably 25.
What?
Wow.
Most of them in the 1970s, so not when they were doing Touch of Grey or any of that. They were doing long, trippy, like, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The drug
jams
use.
that went on forever and forever. The concerts were like 8 hours long.
The never-ending
Got
groove.
dehydrated and like passed out. What?
Yeah, they're like babies were born during Grateful Dead concerts,
Right.
like in the
They
crowd.
were gestated and then born. They
Yeah,
weren't just
That's
like
how,
born there. They were like,
that's how long the show
yeah.
was.
My parents took me and my brother. I was probably 11 or 12. It's right when their first album came out. My brother is 4 years younger. They took us to the Fillmore West. They woke us up in this hotel room. They're like, "We're gonna take you to a special concert," and they took us to the Fillmore West. And my brother fell asleep in my dad's arms, but like I was like dancing with my dance, and
Doing my dance.
people were like,
You know that dance.
"Go little girl, dance, little girl, dance." And then I asked my dad at the end, like, "So what'd you think?" He was like, "I've never seen a band warm up for that long, fucking ever."
Ah!
Yeah.
Straight to the point. Oh, that's a pet peeve of yours.
What?
When bands warm.
Well,
They warm up so much. There are CDs of their warm ups just patched together.
yeah.
But you don't like when they warm up on the when it's like when they tune.
As-
You don't like when they tune.
I've probably played over 100 live music shows, and I absolutely hate when bands tune on stage, and
Right.
like it's a drummer cannot sit down behind a drum set without being
No,
like,
going,
like
yeah,
doing the
yeah,
fucking fills,
yeah.
and I'm like,
Right. Why didn't you tune up before you went on?
yeah, but it's like
But
you don't have to make noise to tune.
I
Yeah,
love the drummers.
Scream in your heart. Tune in your heart.
tune in your heart. Yeah. I get checking the vocals, like a line check. I get it. You got to make sure everything's still working. Sound guys like.
But you
dial
can check
that
that
in.
out once, right? You don't check it out for 25
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah, bands will come on. They're just like playing half a song that you're gonna
Yeah.
hear once they start playing for real. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can just imagine. I can imagine.
have you ever seen a band soundcheck and they'll just play a song halfway through and then stop?
Oh
And then,
yeah,
like,
I've
do
seen
ag-
it. I've seen you
Yeah.
like I've seen that at Secret Loft, and
Mhm.
I've seen you
And I've
like
walked. I've like
you've
thrown.
just you've been
slammed
like,
mixing board on the ground.
and they're like
Yeah.
Bitch.
they're like, could you turn me up? Could you change the levels? Yeah, that's also a thing you hate, right?
Bands
Like,
always want to be like, can you make it? Can I get more vocals?
One
in
louder.
the monitor? Can I get more?
A little more
Yeah.
even on the bass now. There's a song where that's actually a famous part of it, but of course I can't remember the name of the song. Sea of Madness, I think, maybe.
Oh. Yeah, rappers do the equivalent. Rappers are always like, turn up the mix in my headphones. Like on the recording, they'll say that.
yeah.
That's like a standard.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
But
they
it's
do.
kind of
Yeah.
like getting rid of the fourth wall in the theater, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and they call it their producer. They're
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah. Like,
So
you're
your
crazy for this one.
first
Timberland.
concert was Mothers of Invention. What was your favorite
Yes,
concert?
definitely. My
That-
favorite was definitely a Grateful Dead concert. I'm not sure which one. There were a couple of them where it just blew my mind so much that I floated away in happiness. And there are so many of them, but they were all before like 1980, right? So or 1985. So they were all like really early Dead concerts, and there were some where I just thought, this is it. I can just. It was so gorgeous.
Wow.
Oh, like the sounds or the
The sounds, the vibe. I went to the Englishtown, New Jersey Grateful Dead concert where they did.
New Jersey?
Yeah, and our car got towed, and my friend Debbie ended up sick in the gas station. Just horrible from that perspective.
And you were in New Jersey, so I mean,
Englishtown. I'm telling you.
I mean, I was like, you were in New Jersey, so like to start with, it was already a
Right,
little,
so
little
service-
trashy, you know.
Mhm.
But it was this great concert. It was just this beautiful experience. It was amazing. It was amazing.
Nice. And then just recently, you saw some live music. I saw last weekend.
Yes.
Where
Yes, I saw Banning Air and et al. Afropop.
Afropop's a great
astonishing.
genre.
He was a classmate of mine at Wesleyan, and he is now a professor there with his husband, and they run the Afropop
Department.
theory on NPR and stuff, right? So
Nice. That sounds
but
like a
it's
great.
all like kind of African based.
Where was the show?
The show was on 11th Street between Avenue B and Avenue C.
Oh.
In front of a gallery / workspace.
All right.
And we just volunteered. There were people there. I've actually, in a video, be sitting there. Somebody goes, "Oh, I wish you'd been there." Guy was there. I'm actually on your video.
Oh, yeah.
That's great.
And they couldn't recognize me because I have the mask, right, the hat.
Oh.
You have like a Grateful Dead mask, pretty much.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
pretty
fun.
much. And it was just great. That concert, they were so good. They're like, they just have that like, you know when like Paul Simon did all the African stuff, but
Yeah.
this is like more, I just feel like it's more genuine and it's more, because the musicians are let's not say better or worse. They're at,
Yeah.
What was the what's like the coolest venue that you saw music at? Besides Secret Loft, because we know that that's
I know Secret Loft's the best.
but yeah.
Besides, other than like putting Secret Loft aside, probably the Fillmore West.
That's so cool. Yeah. Wait, is it still around?
I don't know.
I don't
The
know.
East is not around.
No, I know that's why I asked. I know that the East is.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, because it was just, I was so young that I was probably 13, 13, so it was like very, like, I can't believe I'm here.
I saw a couple
Yeah.
shows there when I lived in San Francisco.
How did they let you in? It was like an all. Did
They
they?
let my brother in. He was still in diapers.
That's crazy. Oh wait,
And
so
they let
just-
us dance. They were. It
well,
was
yeah, if they
totally-
let you in, they should let you
They
do.
should let you dance.
They're
You
like,
can
here,
come in,
drink,
like, you
Not
gotta-
have done that.
do this,
That's
do-
terrible
do-
thing.
drink this drink this alcoholic beverage, but no dancing for you,
Right.
child.
And
That's-
then, yeah, you could have weed, but don't dance. I saw the Rolling Stones a couple of times, but I saw them once with my mother in Madison Square Garden, where it was during the Bridges to Babylon tour, and somebody yelled at Mick Jagger, "My dick, Mick Jagger!" And my mother turned around and went, "Oh, you wish."
Ah!
And I was like, "Oh God, I'm going to be killed right now."
Your mom defended Mick Jagger from
Yeah, my mother loved Mick Jagger.
Oh yeah, she did. That's right.
He's the
Yeah.
one who turned me on to the Grateful Dead too, actually.
Oh.
In the tinsel.
Yeah.
I'm
And
like,
the tinsel. And I wish I had seen Jimi Hendrix or Janis Joplin live because
oh yeah, you love Janis Joplin.
you know my uncle Max Yosker was the guy who owned the farm, Yosker's Farm, Woodstock.
Oh wow.
But
Wait.
he's not my first uncle. I only have one like uncle, my father's
You know
brother.
him.
Your
Yeah.
distant
my
uncle.
grandfather had a brother, and that was Max Yosker.
Your great uncle. Your great
My
uncle owned
and
the
we
farm
went to that farm several times.
where Woodstock
What?
was.
Yeah,
Didn't he get?
he was such a racist prick. I just want to tell you.
Yeah, he was an asshole, and he like
He was
wanted.
a total fucking asshole.
He wanted to cancel, or like the town council wanted him to cancel it. And he was
Yeah.
like, "No, I already got the down
Yeah,
payment." So he's like,
He was a dick, but that was a good concert.
yeah, they trashed his farm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was like, "These hippies are tearing up my farm," and then they're stealing like
That's great.
signs from in front of it. And he almost disowned one of his daughters who married a black guy.
Wow,
He was like,
That's a
he was like,
yikes.
that's the
"Yeah,
tea on
you're not Italian."
Yazbek.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh wow. But that's crazy. So if you had a band, what would the name of your band be called?
Ooh, it would be called The Band. Oh no, but there already is one.
that's taken. You can't.
I know, damn it. I like
The
Prince,
symbol you
Goodbye.
like, and it would be like a symbol, like Prince.
Like a symbol, like right, a martini glass or.
Yeah, I'm surprised there aren't more emoji now, like emoji band names, because you'd think that would be like they probably are all taken. I don't know, but.
Well, it's really hard to search for them.
I mean, if I had a band, nobody would come because I have no talent whatsoever.
No, but this is where we enter the realm of.
I mean, we just read about the Sex Pistols.
Surreal
Everyone was
hype.
reading up on the Sex Pistols.
Oh yeah.
And they had no talent.
They had. I mean, Sid Vicious was never even like he was. So they started in
never
70s.
really learned to play bass.
They started in '76.
Goblin didn't know anything.
But she had a voice.
She had a voice.
Yeah.
You need voice.
But when they said, "How do you write the song?" She goes, "I don't write them. I just
No,
make them
but she was
Yeah.
like
She's
she
good.
had that like voice.
Good songwriter though. So
Yeah, and her,
something.
but like Sex Pistols, like their song. Yeah, we have a segment we're gonna talk about
Oh,
punk
really?
rock songs
up." Okay.
in a moment. So yours would be called not the band. What would Salt? Would it be called
It would
Salt?
just be
Salt.
Oh.
What about Salt?
This
What about
actually,
what?
by the
What
way,
about
this
Salt?
is a super hard question you've asked her because I've been in bands where we spent months trying to
Right.
think of a band name.
Remember
It's
when
super
I had the
hard.
basketball team? How long it took us to pick the name for the basketball team?
Yes.
Yeah, and then you picked a symbol, right?
The team. It was the team formerly known as the team.
And it was a muted horn symbol.
The waist symbol from
Yeah.
Crying of Lot 49.
Yeah.
I'm really bad at that, but if I had to think of it, I could. But I really don't think I could do it on the spot.
I couldn't. It's impossible.
Mine. Oh, I know what mine
What's
would be
it?
called Glitter Catharsis.
Glitter catharsis.
Mhm.
So you probably thought about this though.
Oh no, I just thought of it right now.
It's a pretty good band name. I'll give you that. All right.
I mean,
I
I just
should-
can't think of one right now.
I'm good at improv.
Glitter Catharsis. All right.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at it. I have to write and rewrite. That's my.
Yeah, and there would be a moment
Forte.
where like instead of getting like a glitter math in every show, it would just like I would just have the person like like it would just be like a glitter catharsis would happen.
It's
That's
pyrotechnics with glitter.
Not like Guar with the blood or anything.
no,
But
it
with
would
glitter.
just be like you wouldn't know if the glitter was like going on the person or coming out of the like it would just be like
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
Oh, we'll go to that concert once there's a vaccine because I'm not going to concerts.
Yeah. You could do it outdoor, I suppose.
Yeah.
Just get hosed down afterwards to get the glitter
Even
off.
more
Yeah.
catharsis. I love it.
Yeah, I want RuPaul needs to like examine that name and be like, oh, you have to,
Oh yeah,
you have
Glit-
to
yeah,
stop
yeah,
and pause to say catharsis,
'Cause
so it's not.
RuPaul. It's so funny. RuPaul is very sensitive to like the cadence of like and the
Of words.
and
And drag queen names.
if like it doesn't if it doesn't like go smooth, he like freaks out. Like he's like, you cannot have this name. And
RuPaul has renamed contestants on Drag Race
Yeah.
for having tough
like
to
a
say
clunky
names.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually did not know that.
Superstar
I'm surprised I
singer.
didn't know it because you'd think everybody would know that. But
Yeah, and if you look, like, he's a podcast, and so if someone's like, oh, my little sister's name is like Judy, he'll be like, okay, I need you to spell that for me. Give me, okay, and they'll be like J, and he's like, wait, I need a picture of the J. Okay, all right, next letter, and it's like,
Okay,
what are you?
I don't want to sidetrack too much.
But yeah,
RuPaul,
we have so much.
not in a band.
Yeah, not
Solo pop artist.
Solo.
Different show.
different show. True. Didn't go on tour.
Drag queens go on tour.
True.
Different show.
True.
So yeah, that would okay. So your band still doesn't have a name, but like
doesn't have a
you'll
name
figure
yet.
it out. That's
I'm
fine.
sorry.
Yeah, and then if you could just like wish to just be an expert at any one instrument, what would be
Yeah.
the instrument that you would pick?
Wow. I think I would like drums. I want to be like Mickey Hart. Mickey Hart is one of my favorite musicians ever. All of those like tribal drum and percussion, like massive percussion, with like chimes and glass and drums and bongos and like things you hit like percussion.
Yeah,
That's I
Like
would love
stomp.
to be. What?
it's
I
just
was like stomp. I just thought of
play a
stomp.
trash can lid.
Stomp.
Like
Yeah.
stomp, but better.
Yeah.
Like, I really want to be. I think I still go to Grateful Dead concerts. I mean, not now, but I was until very recently, just to hear Mickey Hart and his contingent. When all the other people stop playing, or they're just kind of playing in the back, noodling around the background, and they are like drums and like last chimes and like.
Percussion section.
Yeah.
You want to be a
I'm sure.
percussionist.
Freaking love percussion so much. Rhythm Devils play river music, Apocalypse
You-
Now sections. They're all like
Yeah.
that drumming solo is like it's like Apocalypse Now. Like you're on the river.
You'd have to be careful though because stuff happens to drummers.
Notoriously, drummers are
Really?
the most
if
off.
Mark's still alive, everybody else in that fucking band's either dead or isn't.
True.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
true.
yeah. He's the rare exception, actually. But yeah, notoriously,
And
drummers.
He's my favorite.
Drummers like disappear
Sometimes
or they're
it's
the
bass
most
players.
expendable.
It's either
But
drummers
bass
or
is
bass
kind
players.
of percussion.
But yeah, drummers
They're only
routinely like.
expendable if they're not good.
Well,
Well,
no.
Drums they're number one the most fun instrument, but number two they're the easiest instrument to like play along to a song.
Yeah.
So there are like stories of drummers like they get hired to go on tour with the band the next day, and they learn the set on the flight, like to go, because like so much of it is like it's this beat, you know, and like here's where the fills
Drum-
are, here's
yeah.
where the breaks are, and you just fill in the rest, and it's fine.
Because
Weren't you
and
a
then
drummer, Ariel?
I was,
You know?
and yeah, I played the drums in my school band, and I was bad at drums.
And you proved that it's not that easy.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, I proved that
Yeah,
it is
you
easy.
did it, but it didn't like come naturally to you.
Yeah, because I have no rhythm, but I purposely fucked up all the other. The teacher would give like a test, so he was like blow into this.
Cello, here, try the recorder. Here.
Well,
Nice.
yeah, he was like blow into the thing, and I would like legit like fuck it up so bad that like it'd be like the wrong. I'd be like blowing to the wrong end of like the like I flip the flute over, and he'd be like, "What the?" And I'd be like, "I don't get what you have to do with your mouth. Can you show me?" Like, and
That sounds like you're crying right
Well-
there. Show me what to do with your mouth.
Well, no, I mean, I was like playing dumb because I was like, if I fuck up everything else and then I really focus, because all you had to do on the drums, he would do the drumsticks and he was like, play this like pattern back to me, and I was like, okay, focus. So I knew that like, because I didn't want to have to learn music.
Yeah.
So that's, and he was like, fine, you're playing the drums.
I want some drummers on watching the show to be like,
Yeah, I had
learning
a friend
music.
who was a drummer who came over and tried to give you some tips.
Well, I didn't want to learn how to read music, if that makes sense.
No,
Yeah.
he said if you can dance, you can play the drums. And you went, well, that's over, and you just went to your room, shut the door.
Yeah.
But you
Wow.
totally can dance.
Yeah.
So as it turned out, you could play the drums.
Yeah. It was also, I was with my friend who is a really good drummer, like really, really good, and sometimes he would take my sticks away, and he would do like, because he was supposed to be doing like 2 of the drums, and I was supposed to be doing 2 of them, but sometimes he would legit
He'd
just
play
be
all
like
4
all of
drums.
the drums, and then he'd be
Right,
like, you
I'm
can
just
do the,
gonna put this between my toes, and you just.
he was like, you can do the kick drum, it's fine, like do the kick drum, and then I would,
That's an important one.
yeah, I know, and sometimes
I played the triangle in my nursery school band.
oh, cute.
I'm not kidding.
No, that's cute. That's cute.
That's not a joke.
No, it's cute. It's cute that.
It's not a joke.
What was your
but-
nursery school?
But I was so pissed off because other kids got like bongos and tambourines and triangle. You can't hear that over that.
What was the name of that band?
Yeah, that's what I was going.
It's like I'm crying till you take me home. I think that was the name of the band.
The block.
That's a pretty good name for a band too. I'm crying.
I'm
You
crying
take
till
me
you
home.
take me.
Yeah, I like that.
Nice.
That's
All right.
awesome.
Sweet.
Okay.
So yeah, we think we're gonna have Kitchi on here in a little bit, talk about
Oh,
her
that'd be
dad.
fun. That'd be fun. I can't wait to see her.
You'll hear her
You'll
because
hear her.
she's
Hear.
you'll hear her because she might be calling it. I'm actually gonna see.
Oh, we
it
should have
right
planned ahead. I could have loaded up a still image of her, like
Oh,
it was a
well-
documentary or whatever, and we'll just have a
now.
picture
I
of her
don't know.
while she talks. Yeah, like
Yeah.
on the news when they like audio 911 audio call.
I'm sending her a little message right now.
Hi for me.
But yeah, stay tuned.
I will.
Because we're gonna.
talk to you.
We have so much
We'll
to
talk
cover.
to Kitty. We might talk to some of my old bandmates. I'm
Yeah.
trying to get them to call in.
Exciting. That's great.
See
That's
here.
great. Well, it's great to be with you. Far out.
Yeah, far out. Woo! Oh yeah, what would you say? What would your like?
Oh, I like far out.
Yeah.
Your band catchphrase.
Band catch. Oh, God. Who knows? Like, I'm terrible at this. I'd be like,
What would be your hit single? What would be the title of your,
Oh,
your
yeah.
hit song?
My hit single.
My single is dropping.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I wish there could be a version of Dark Star that I could do. Like,
Yeah.
how about new Minglewood Blues?
Cool.
All
I'm
right.
down.
New to the six. Minglewood Blues.
New and N-E-W.
And
New,
you.
because there's
And
new
you.
Minglewood
For
Blues.
for
There's
Dr.
new
Wires'
Minglewood
last
Blues.
name.
New Minglewood Blues. Because I'm really not musical at all.
Yeah.
But as you can tell.
Like it's one more new than that.
Right.
So-
You already did new, you did new.
Where
Now
can
I'm
you
doing
go from there?
No, yeah, you can't.
You
Can-
one,
you can't?
one, you
One?
go one new one.
One new. Have you
There you
seen
go.
Spinal Tap? This is
Yes.
Spinal Tap. Okay, that's what we keep referencing.
I love
Yeah.
Spinal Tap.
Yeah, this is like a very Spinal
Goes
Tap
to
based.
11, and yeah, it could be none more black.
None more. It's like
The
a
blackest
black
thing.
mirror.
Yeah.
It's like,
So
yeah.
we'll keep
We're gonna be
dropping
talking about some
references.
references, deleted scenes, all
That's-
sorts of things.
All right.
Well,
Yeah.
it sounds exciting. Can't wait for the rest of the show. Can't wait.
Yeah. Yeah. I almost like do the thing. I was like, I don't even know how
You don't
to.
even remember. You did the shocker. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right,
All right,
we'll see her.
let's see
Oh,
later.
yeah. Bye.
Let's tell. Yeah, we can. Now for some trivia.
Yes. No. Some Spinal Tap trivia or some other trivia?
Yeah, since we brought up Spinal Tap, yeah, let's talk about some, or just like music movie trivia. So that can also include Sid and Nancy. That can include.
Nancy.
This is Spinal
Sid.
Tap.
Sid.
Any like.
You told me we were gonna.
There's
You
tons of
have
rock
one.
documentaries. What's the best like? If you probably haven't watched many concert DVDs, but that was like in college. That was like a thing. A bunch of my friends were into. They'd be like, "We got this DVD of like."
Talking to someone who went to school in the streets of Hard Knocks.
Oh,
So
okay.
I was seeing the Bad Brains at CBGB's instead of watching a
Oh,
concert
cool.
DVD in my college years.
Yeah. And my friends were this Red Hot Chili Peppers live concert, and they did the Matrix bullet time camera effect. So Anthony Kiedis would jump, and then it would like rotate in real time.
That's
around
crazy.
him.
That's pretty
And
crazy.
I was like, "This is actually."
can we
like,
do
this
that?
is
Can
like-
you do
this
that
is-
for me?
I was like, "This is the coolest concert footage I've ever seen." Yeah, it was just them playing Californication basically, but it looked real cool.
Yeah. That's Oh, so trivia, like trivia.
You went to all the dive, the little
The
indie dive bar
venues.
venues.
The venues,
The
yeah.
CMJ contingent of venues.
I mean-
around NYC. Shout RIP CMJ College Music Journal
Yeah.
and the College Music Journal Festival,
Oh, you
which
don't know
disappeared long before Corona times.
the
but
McCarran
the
pool
McCarran
parties
pool parties.
were really fun. They were every weekend, and McCarran, is it a pool now? Again,
it's
it's
still
back
cool.
to a
But yeah,
pool.
they
Because okay, so there was a time where it wasn't a pool, but it was just an empty pool,
it was an empty pool.
and they had like the diving boards and everything, and the acoustics were really good because it was like
Remember those pools have the best acoustics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so they would do like concerts in the pool, and they had trying to think of like they had who were like the people there? I'm trying to remember. I think Lady Gaga was there one time, like
She played in the
In the
McCarran
pool.
pool.
yeah, I think she did.
It's like her backup. Isn't her tour?
This was like a
an
long
entire,
time
like,
ago. This
you
was
know?
like before there was a pool, though. Again, like this was like This was like 2008.
2008.
2007.
Okay, this is like pre.
She
Fame
wasn't.
Monster
She
or
was. Yeah,
whatever.
she wasn't.
Okay.
She had played at Summer Stage, and people were like,
I
"Ooh,
see.
she played the
Oh.
piano with her body. That's cool."
This
But
is-
that's pretty much
This is
it.
the Lady Stardust years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
I see.
Ace,
Well, cool.
Aesop, either Aesop,
Aesop Rock.
Aesop Rock played there. I mean, there's so many Aesops. There's like Berg, Rocky.
Oh, it was Aesop. ASAP. Because there's an
Yeah,
Aesop like AESOP.
I think both.
Aesop
actually.
Rock is like a consciousness rapper who's got a super fast flow.
Okay,
but
that's who.
ASAP Rocky and ASAP Ferg are like Harlem rappers.
Right. No.
who are,
It's
like,
the other one. It's the conscious. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
He's cool.
Yeah.
So you saw all these people in a pool.
They were in the pool, and if you couldn't get in, you didn't have, because like a lot of my roommates, they just had passes for us to go. So you would just put like they would like throw their lanyard like over the fence, and you'd put it on, and you'd be like, hello, and then they'd let you in. So I never paid or like anything to go in there, and yeah, and I remember like Scion was sponsoring it or something, and like there was like a car in the middle of it.
Yeah, that was a cool vehicle back in like 2000.
2007?
It's like 2003 to 2007. They really wanted that to be a cool car.
So they were like, get in the car in the middle of the pool, and I was like, beep beep. Who got the keys to the Scion?
Yeah,
I do.
They probably didn't let you drive it around.
No,
but,
it was just in the middle. But imagine being in a pool,
filled with people,
not water, just people pool,
yeah.
And then a car in the middle of that, and then there's like a band shell, and so that's what that was.
Wow. No, that's a cool concert.
That was like probably, it was super fun because it was very, you could just go. Like, I mean, I could just go. I guess unlucky people couldn't.
Yeah. I gotta say, live music of all I don't know, genres of live entertainment, having hosted a number of performing arts events, like I do think live music is probably the most like creative with staging.
Yeah.
Because like opera's gonna be in an opera house and they'll have their sets or whatever else.
Oh.
Plays are generally gonna be plays. Sometimes they're out in like
too soon to talk
I've
about.
seen plays staged in the woods. Someone's gonna argue about this, but live music, they'll be like, yeah, we're in a pool now, right? They're like,
yeah,
I'm DJing in a hot air balloon. Like that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the coolest thing like music
venue?
Or like setup like extravaganza opulent set that you've seen?
The coolest actual live stage like presentation setup that I have seen of a touring artist was actually Deadmau5.
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 I love Deadmau5.
Both because like I mean he was like top of the world. Like I think I saw him at like the peak of his fame in 2012 I think.
I saw him then too.
2011, 2012. Oh, so you probably saw the same tour I did.
Yeah.
So that was like before having LED screens everywhere on the stage was like a thing, or it had been really worked out, and he like kind of did it because he had a team of like you could see like into the pit, and there's like 30 guys running a TV station basically to like produce this concert. And so yeah, he had these huge screens, and he's in like a big cube, and it was like a Rubik's cube.
I'm laughing because I'm like, he legit was like, just make it like my bedroom, and then I'm gonna do hate comments to people in my suit. Like, and they're like, put him in a cube.
Oh, and the suit was part of the thing. The whole like suit was covered in like LED screens. It was
That's
crazy.
pretty cool.
So like his whole face would change actually. See that?
Yep. They're like, again, pretend like he's in his bedroom.
It was super trippy. Yeah, I saw him. I think it was Halloween night too in San Francisco.
Saw him on New Year's.
The San Francisco
I think, that
Civic
year.
Center. It was cool.
It was like a weird.
That was your everybody won his LMFAO.
Yes.
To set the scene.
Yeah.
So that must have been 2011. Yeah.
Oh, I think. Oh.
Is Kitty checking in?
She said in like 10 minutes.
Okay.
So.
Anybody else who would like to go live to talk about your
music,
favorite
tours,
musical
festivals,
experience,
your band.
Tell me about your band.
These chicks don't even know the name of my band.
What's the name of your fucking band?
Yeah. You can, and if you don't have any music experience, we will get it out of you like blood from a stone.
Yeah, just pretend that you have a hit record.
Just walk with us, and we'll lead you to your rock music.
Perhaps you're a musician or a singer experiencing writer's block right now.
Yeah,
and this is just
we'll inspire you
to get out of it
if we aren't already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying. So the coolest I'd say like stage setup that I saw was I went to go see Eminem at Tiger Stadium.
Which tour? What was the name of the tour?
It was the Eminem show, and Missy Elliott and Dr.
Was it probably Dr. Dre?
Dr. Dre opened for him, and because it was like the Eminem show, so it was in a stadium, but they had a Ferris wheel. It was like
Yeah,
they had like an amusement park.
I heard about that tour.
And
it comes down from like the top of the Ferris
wheel. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
does that mean he was hiding inside the Ferris wheel during like
Probably.
Dr. Dre and Missy Elliott's set. He's
Yeah.
just like chilling and then like.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, maybe he probably was. He's like, damn, I'm afraid of heights.
Like, yeah, it's like 10 minutes to doors opening. Like, I'm gonna get in the fucking Ferris wheel. We're gonna take you up to the top. So we can do this one reveal.
Yeah, and I think Dr. Dre came in like a Humvee limo, like through the crowd. Like they were like, everybody move, and like just like this car came in. So yeah, also it was like an amusement park, and then this like crazy car that that was really fun. Thanks, Dad, for taking me.
Nice.
Yeah. For trying to culture me in Tiger Stadium is like 8 Mile is really shit, or was shitty at the time in Detroit, but this was like 10 Mile.
Super
I don't know.
Super nice stadium.
1 Mile. I don't know which way it gets better, but
okay.
It was
8 miles. It's like 8 miles outside the city.
Yeah. Oh, so I guess it was like 2 Mile.
Okay, so it was a nice area.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you can probably just live there for like $10 a month.
Yeah. So that was a really cool setup.
That's pretty sweet. Yeah, pop music is known for, like, giant pop acts have, like, the most pageantry associated with their sets. Like, there are wardrobe changes during, like, a pop concert. In a hip-hop concert, no, rock band's not really.
Well, that's interesting, though, because, like, so let's talk a little bit about, like, punk.
Yeah.
Because punk is so, especially British punk, is so intertwined with fashion that a lot of it was just like a giant like fashion statement.
It's really funny because it's about not caring, but also about fashion a lot.
Yeah, it's about not. It's like oh, these knickers that's torn. I don't know where I got them, and there's a whole my wanker's coming out of, so I'm gonna put a safety pin in it or whatever. And that's
great. That's punk.
That's punk. And God save the Queen.
It's funny. Punk has been through multiple stages though, because then there was a resurgence in America.
Ooh, I disagree.
The late 90s through 2000s or whatever. Like, well, it was the American version of it, right? Because
America already had punk before British punk.
America had punk before British punk. What were the American?
We did
before British punk.
So the CBGBs.
I thought.
No.
The British invented it.
British. So can I do a really quick? I can be long-winded. Cut me off or move me along if I'm being.
I thought it started with like the Sex Pistols and the Clash, and then the Ramones kind of happened around them.
No.
So
in America, this was like in the 70s, like 72 or 73. CBGBs was around, and like the East Village was really shitty.
What does CBGB famously stands for? Country
Bluegrass Blues, and then it had Fug, which was other music for uprising gormandizers. And it was a bluegrass, that's what it was, but they, to get like the bill filled out, there were like these kind of punks or these people who didn't, because a lot of bands would play music off the radio, like music off the radio, and that I guess like cost money to do that. Covers.
There were cover bands. And you're supposed to pay royalty fees when a cover band performs.
So in order to get around that, they just were like, well, here's some like crusty people.
Play original music.
They played original music, and so they had the Ramones, and so that was happening in America. Yeah. That happened like a teensy bit before in
in the early 70s. Okay.
Yeah, in England in like 75, 76.
Okay.
It was really shitty there. It was like very hot. It was.
So they was poor, and there was a lot of pollution.
It smelled really bad.
Okay.
The government would like turn off they'd be like, yo, you're not gonna have power tonight, so like cook this afternoon, bitch. Like,
okay. So there were shortages in London. So
but they also were super like into the Queen. She would do like these addresses and stuff like that, and they would like stop and like stand in front of the TV. to, you know, so it was still like there was this contrast between like nihilism, like like
Okay.
this doing like
sounds like Trump's America.
right, yeah, exactly. We're due for, you know, so there was this radio dude who was like Oprah. He was like the Oprah of the time, and families would watch him at dinner time. And
the Sex Pistols somehow got onto his
yes,
show.
so they had Malcolm McLaren, who was like a dope booker, and he like, I guess Queen canceled, and the Sex Pistols went on this like basically like Oprah. Oh, so Kitchi said ready when you are. I'm finishing up the history of punk rock, and then we'll talk to someone who's into psychedelic.
Let's just do it. Bring her on.
Wait, because I want to finish. Can I finish real quick?
All right.
It's so quick. Okay.
All right, 30 seconds.
So the Sex Pistols went on his radio show, and they cursed, and they basically ended his career in like 2 minutes because
scandal.
Yeah, and people were like,
the BBC was horrified.
Yeah, but people were like, this embodies how we feel right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so that was
got famous.
Yeah, but they Malcolm McLaren, he owned this store called Sex, which was like a clothing store for fetish people, and he basically like created them. He was like, all right, here's your outfits, like here you
punk
go.
Was already around in America.
And he took the safety pin thing from like in America. He's like, I like how this dude has like a leather. I forget which punk rock dude it was, but he was like, I like how he has a leather jacket. And because as a whole, he just put a safety pin, so he would like make these leather jackets or jeans and like put holes in them, and like
so
he would
started
like make
with
it.
Fashion.
Yeah, it started with fashion there. Okay. Yeah, so we are going to get a call, or I will call her.
It is funny that Johnny Rotten then got mad at Green Day for not being like punk enough.
Although I did too. I'm sorry. Like, I know that like.
But you're mad at somebody for not upholding like a fashion statement. You know?
I am.
As we know, famous with the movie SLC.
I just was like, I feel like Green Day. I'm going to. I just feel like Green Day. I just feel like they're too soft. I feel like they haven't, whatever. Okay.
I mean, American Idiot, great political statement album. Just can't knock it.
We're gonna go on speaker. Oh. Ooh. Hello. Hi. Welcome to Question Block.
Hello.
How you guys doing? You guys look awesome.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We're sure that you look amazing as well.
I do. I had a great workout today.
Yes.
Now I'm putting the volume on the TV lower, but I still want to see you guys. So I think that's the way to work it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Or exactly. Okay. Yeah, and we're turning up our speakerphone and we're holding it next to the speakers.
Who are we live with? Who's our guest?
This is Kitchi, music aficionado. She's been to like the most concerts and is super excited on Instagram.
I want to pull up an image to represent her while we're talking with her, right? Like they always do on.
Yes, pull up Miss Piggy. Pull up Miss Piggy.
Okay. Exactly.
Yeah, okay. Miss Piggy, like.
Miss Piggy. I'll be artist rendering.
Yeah, because that is her. She goes one day. She goes, "I am pig."
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So yes, this is who we are live with. We're so like lucky to have you with us.
Oh my god, I'm so honored to be on. Someone who's not on any social media, I feel honored.
Yeah. We love this. Okay, so tell us about your first concert.
Picture it, New York City, 1983. Ozzy was on a solo tour with a band we never heard of called Motley Crue opening. Because you gotta realize there's no social media, you don't know who these guys are, and that day I was like, this is what I'm doing. Done. And that was at Madison Square Garden, my home away from home until, I guess, Corona hit.
Oh, yeah, because you were at a concert there, like, right before, right?
Right. I was there for Squeeze and Hall & Oates. Sold out show. People were partying like they were going to the chair. So, you know what? I was glad to be there, too.
Because this was, like, it was, like, right before the shutdown,
well,
yeah.
Like maybe 10 days before.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
And then I went to Chicago for some more music. But in New York City, that was my last show.
Yeah, oh, that's right. Yeah. So tell us some of the experiences that were the most fun, the most memorable for you.
The highlights of 3 decades of concerts. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. There we go. Hello. That's it.
Ah!
Looking fabulous.
Yes.
Yes. With her leopard.
I love it. Leopard's back, baby. It's always in style.
Yeah.
So let's see. Who was some highlights? Stevie Wonder had not played New York City for like 12 years. And this was about 10, 15 years ago now. So he finally did a show. I was lucky enough to get tickets. You know every song. People are fainting in the aisles. Who comes out to play guitar? Prince.
What?
Who comes out to sing with him? Tony Bennett. So
What?
you're just like on a musical explosion with those 3 people. Because I had seen Tony Bennett live in the 90s in Las Vegas.
Yes.
But seeing him with like Prince and Stevie Wonder and Stevie Wonder's daughters also in his band.
Crazy.
So that was awesome.
That's so. I saw him too. Like a couple. Like maybe
Stevie Wonder or Prince?
No, Tony Bennett.
Oh.
I know so many names.
Yeah, but I wish I had seen Prince. But with those people, that's all. I just saw Tony Bennett like by himself, and it was kind of sad. I was like, oh, someone.
Well, he's very, very old now, but God bless, he's still going. I mean, this was like a good 15 years ago or so.
Yeah, he's crushing.
Yeah, Prince I was lucky to see many times. You know, I have my 2 Moby Dicks, I guess, that I never got to see.
I like that.
Sort of, which was Michael Jackson, unfortunately, which I could have seen, but I never did. And then Frank Sinatra.
Oh, yeah.
Because I seen James Brown. That was always a hot time. People dress up for him. Everybody just dresses to the hilt.
What would you dress? What was your outfit that you would wear?
It was like when I saw Frank Sinatra Jr., people like in either, well, for James Brown anyway, like, you know, very African-centric outfits. Or, you know, suits, tuxedos, evening gowns.
Wow.
And for, how was that magical weekend in 2008? We saw some Pink Floyd cover band from Australia, which was amazing. We bopped down to the next night to Atlantic City for Frank Sinatra Jr., and then the next day in Pennsylvania was the Allman Brothers opening for the Dead. It was an Obama fundraiser in 2008.
Oh, wow.
So that was just like a lot of music in the weekend, but, you know, good times were made.
That's incredible. What's like the wildest experience I know that you've had, this is also,
The wildest experience
like everyone.
Secret Loft, McKibben Street, but we're not going to be allowed to talk about that to protect the innocents.
Nice. This is some wild concerts.
At regular, at I guess more mainstream venues, when Motley Crue was doing like their supposed last tour, which was like 2 tours ago, but somehow they got Madison Square Garden. I don't know who was their insurance, but they built like a roller coaster that Tommy Lee's he was strapped in his drum set, went up and went around Madison Square Garden on the ceiling above the crowd.
Oh my God.
That's incredible.
Now, I don't know how that was legal. I don't know if they did that in every state, but that was just one of like the most mind-blowing events.
Can you imagine being the roadie who has to build the roller coaster for the drum
I don't even know how you did that because it was like, you know, practically on the ceiling of the garden.
That's
going
wild.
around this thing, it was like insane.
That's so crazy.
That's so funny. It's so dangerous.
Yeah, Tommy Lee, man. God bless.
Yeah,
I mean, to do that, you have to be in shape to be doing that upside down. He's playing the whole time.
Wow, I guess
that was his lifelong dream, probably. Or
maybe because his second tour, because I've seen all of them, the second tour, which I believe was Theater of Pain, was the first time that he had the drums that went up in the air and it spun. It didn't go high. It went just a little above the stage and spun around. So like in 86 or 87, whenever that was pretty impressive. So he had to top it. So now you're just going around the whole freaking, venue.
He literally topped it. He was like, I'm going to get on top of it.
And I was with the drummer for that show, and he just couldn't believe it.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
wow.
that was a hot time.
That's awesome. And then what's your favorite festival that you because you've gone to a lot of festival out?
I guess Peach that I did last summer, which is a lot of jam bands and 3 bands and a lot of knickknacks you could buy, and they have the water park and some hiking and camping and whatever. So that was a lot of fun. I mean, once you actually do Dead Tour, I think that's where a lot of those festivals sprung from.
You did
the
Dead Tour. Tell us a little bit about that.
Dead Tour. Well, I started dating a nice Jewish doctor, from Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
And he loved the Dead and Sabbath and Pink Floyd. And it's like, say 92. And Wetlands was still open. That was a very big Dead scene.
Wetlands. Oh.
Remember Wetlands on the west side?
Yes, I had my elementary school graduation there.
Wetlands?
Get out of
Is
here.
this a venue?
Wetlands?
Yes, at Wetlands. It was 70s themed. Yeah.
70s themed venue?
I love that. That's so crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of black light stuff.
I
Yeah.
love that. Well, we started dating, and he was like, let's do Dead Tour. And I was like, the Grateful Dead? I mean, you know who they are, but I was, more of the metalhead genre.
Yeah.
So we did you do Boston, you come back down, you do New York, Philly, Atlanta, Charlotte. So by the time you're hitting whatever state down there.
Miami.
But no, I don't think we made as far as Miami. I don't think the tour went down there, but RFK in Washington D.C. I saw Dylan open up for them.
Oh wow!
So I was still on the metal scene, so I was in the bathroom doing my hair for Dylan because I'm not really.
Yes.
Checking my eyeliner instead.
Yep. Yeah.
But fast forward 25 years later, mostly what I do now is little mini Dead tours.
Yeah.
Because they're still, they're still trucking. And I know your previous guest was talking about that.
Yes, and if you're still, you gotta.
Yes. I heard her talking about that tour. But she said she had made it till the Fillmore West.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I had gone to the Fillmore East, as I think for their second reopening. I don't even know who I saw, but I think I did see, in the same spots was a gay club called the Saints.
Oh.
Where Fillmore East used to be on 2nd Avenue and 6th Street. So I made it to the Saint a bunch of times because I went to high school right down the block. And they were like, sure, how the schoolgirls go? I did.
Oh, clubbing in high school. Nice.
We love it. My mom went to both when she was 5.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Lily.
So we're about to get... Instagram times us out at the top of every hour. So we're about to get timed out. Should we?
Let's
okay, listen, I'm sure you have people waiting. I don't want to be hogging up all your time.
No, we can call you back even at the top of the. We just have to sign out and come back.
Sign on Instagram and post the video. Otherwise, we lose it.
Yeah.
Dude, listen, guys, do what you want. I'm here.
Okay. Well.
It's Mark Zuckerberg's fault. It doesn't have to be like this, but fucking Mark Zuckerberg is, this bullshit.
Yeah.
So we're gonna
take a little. He owns Facebook. He ruined everything.
Bullshit.
I don't know.
So we're gonna take a little moment. We'll tune back in and we'll give you a call back.
Everybody watching,
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
So we'll call you back in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
All right. Bye. Talk soon.
Yes.
All right. So yes, we will be back.
Wait,
get over here. Pose real quick. Woo.
Are we still live? Oh, we got 20 seconds.
Ooh, we're gonna take a cute pose, okay?
Yeah.
I have a long tongue.
Rock guys don't smile.
All right. We'll be back.
All right. You there on Twitch? We'll see you in just a little bit as well. 5 minutes.
Nice. Yeah, nice. We got a good amount of people.